welcome back to the Riddletorium. Do not fear. Your friend has not been harmed. Before I allow you to see her, however, riddle me this. Riddle me this. What kind of question can only be asked upon reflection? Good luck.
Good luck.
No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. Well, it seems you have earned the right to see your friend. Why, she'll be as surprised as I am that you've made it this far.
Oh, good. You're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever deranged... parlor game he's got waiting behind that door until you arrived.
I'll get you out of here.
I'm sorry, do I seem testy? It's probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me. Have you seen it? It explodes.
Oh, I do hope you two are getting along. Because you'll need to work together if you want to find the key hidden in here. Find the key.
Well, this looks creepy. Someone's been reading feng shui for serial killers. Great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman, neither of you is getting out of there without the other's help.
I've got 5 switches and the world's most boring... Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Your mockery is pointless, Cat. I don't have any friends at all. You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. You'll never get out of here if you don't learn to communicate. Questions and 2 answers, children. But which goes where? You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. You'll never get out of here if you don't learn to communicate. Two questions and 2 answers, children. But which goes where? You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. Well, there we go. It's settled. You're not quite as dumb as each other. Congratulations, Batman. Catwoman, you're lagging behind. Oh, Dark Knight. I can barely describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of conundrums. I do apologize for not creating a riddle that you can merely pound into submission. Here, why don't you take out your primitive frustrations on my automated assistant?
You spoil me.
liberating to have freed myself from reliance on Gotham's ill-educated muscle detective. Prototypes, Dark Knight. These are merely prototypes. So try to mitigate the feeling of triumph upon defeating one. Every robot you defeat merely provides more data for me to analyze, Dark. My programming animates these beautiful creations, Dark Knight. My engineering gave them shape. Not one of your absurd back contraptions is so brilliant.
Here you go.
It's quite liberating to have freed my... Well then, it seems you've earned another key.
This is going to take all night, isn't it? Well, that was fun. At least I got to hit something.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I don't need your concern. Just your help getting this thing off.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
Mental exhaustion.
Bats? When did Catwoman get so cute? Must have been when I started looking out of your eyes, hmm? You gonna ask her out or what?
Abducting people, stripping away their identity, killing them. This man's deranged. He needs to be stopped.
Following the source of the opera music has proved fruitful so far this evening, sir. I suggest you continue.
He's gonna turn down...
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
I'm taking on the watchtower, overlooking Penitence Bridge.
Very good, sir. Those fortifications are a blight on our skyline.
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
Did you grow up here? Me? No, I'm a Bloodhaven kid. Same difference. Walk into a Bloodhaven bar and say that.
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island. The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
Look, I know he's dead, but he's not, like, dead, is he? He's Joker.
I think...
Found him!
The Batmobile...
You're finished, and Gotham's finished too.
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
You know anything about that new guy? The one working with Scarecrow?
Nothing much, except he looks like Batman.
You kidding?
One thing he's missing is the cape. Penguin and Two-Face working together? That's weird. I don't like it.
Detective, is there a reason why you have yet to arrive at Elliot Memorial? Fear of failure, perhaps? Desire to avoid that nasty, achy feeling in your brain when you actually have to use it?
You are...
Go, go!
Let's talk. About Riddler.
I'll tell you everything!
Thank you.
Control building, boss. Hostage situation near the clock tower. I think it's one of the missing fire crew. Over.
You seen Batman's tag? Man, that thing's like a decade ahead of the stuff Black Ops are using. I saw it with my own eyes. Looked like
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
This is state-of-the-art tech, gentlemen. You won't know what's hit him. So, Riddler's gone crazy.
Gone crazy? Guy's nuttier than any of them, if you ask me.
Oh, he's gone worse. All he talks about is Batman. All he thinks about is Batman. He spent 3 straight hours lecturing us on things that eat bats. Owls, mostly.
Kicking the crap out of him! Kill him!
The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area. I'm heading to Mercy Bridge to pick up the trail of the Arkham Knight's vehicle.
Miss Gordon's safety is on all of our minds, sir. Good luck.
I'm hearing reports he looks different from the briefing shots. Something about a new suit. Arkham Knight said he'd do that. I don't care what you think. Scarecrow's a freak, man, and we shouldn't have taken this job. What's the matter? Getting all squeamish about operating on American soil? Arkham Knight? Why Oracle Night? I thought they shut that place down. Maybe it's a political thing. You know, like...
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you, there's a significant militia presence ahead.
Duly noted.
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Riddler, talk while you still can.
I'll tell you everything I know.
It'll do.
Online and ready to engage.
I've lost him!
You've got the numbers. Flush it out.
Batmobile spotted on Mercy Bridge. Engaging!
Tandem charge warhead. Designed to penetrate the toughest armor. I've got surprises too, Batman. Not now, Sergeant. Establish roadblocks. Lock the island down.
Batman, you think me so easily defeated? You think some rusting factory was the only weapon I had?
Target spotted! Northern sector, Miyagani Island! Drone flank initiated! Direct hit on a Rattler! Batman took out a drone!
Make him pay!
Target hit! Going for the kill! Rattler down! Kingston unit offline! Offline.
Get back!
You're gonna lose eventually. It's inevitable.
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead. Car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road. Why? Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body. Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face. Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting. The door was torn off during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened. Torn cleanly off the hinges. The door must have been opened before the crash. Oracle got out. I need to examine the reconstruction, pinpoint where she landed. Oracle got free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight's sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot. I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away.
Mr. Wayne?
Lucius, Oracle left me the scrambler device at the scene of the crash. Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the fire suppression system. You may wish to investigate.
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing.
Drone's been hit! Drone's offline at the Botanical Gardens.
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
Confirmed strike on target. Rattler offline.
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you have on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop?
Pit stop.
Very good, Dark Knight! Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Have you noticed, Batman? The walls of inevitability are closing in. That's it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead vats of pressure. Oh, you incompetent boy racer. That's several tons of metal slamming down upon you, Dark Knight. You may wish to avoid it. You know, I think the wheels on that thing might actually be as thick as your skull. A failure. You're too slow, Dark Knight. In every sense of the word. Oh, Dark Knight. That looked like it hurt. Did it? Did you engineer that car yourself, Batman? It would explain the numerous design flaws. Such a pity I couldn't show you the Riddler mobile. It's bigger, faster, several times more aesthetically pleasing than your vehicle. It's in the shop. Oh, Batman. Don't make me come down there and show you how it's done. Careful, detective. I'd like the car to be working when I'm done with you. Careful, Dark Knight. That car has some value, even if you don't. You know, it takes a very special ant to crush itself underfoot. Feeling claustrophobic, detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting end for you, detective. A stain on my floor. Your vehicle cannot withstand such pressure, detective. Trust me on this. I ran the calculations. I can see it, detective. You're miscalculating corners, swerving through straights. Careful, detective. I'd like the car to be working when I'm done with you. It's time. 1,000 dead vats of pressure. Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun part.
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it. Remember, Catwoman, all but one of them will kill you. Horribly kill you. this is too tense to...
And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions.
I should focus on collecting the key to save Catwoman.
I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first. I should get back to the car. It's under attack.
Target strike! We lost one, sir.
He's making you look like a fool!
Lost the Rattler! Drone unit! Kingston is
I'm heading to the train yard.
There are reports of opera music being played in the Kingston district, sir. The killer's calling card. It could be the break we need.
Alfred, we can add a third victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body. An irregularity on the victim's chest. It appears to be a birthmark, quite distinctive. There's a bullet lodged deep in the upper bicep. This type of ammunition is predominantly used with a hunting rifle that hasn't been manufactured in over a decade. I've already scanned that piece of evidence. I should search the rest of the body. The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Robert Kincaid.
He was a microbiologist who worked for Stag Enterprises. Many believe the shooting was connected to Kincaid's knowledge of controversial research, although that remains unverified. He took a teaching post in Atlanta, which is where he was reported missing.
That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Do you think there are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them. There's a killer out there, Alfred. He must pay for what he's done.
The opera music seems...
Riddler's trial's in Kingston. He's been toying with me so far, enjoying the sense of control. I doubt he'll be playing games much longer.
Who knows how his insanity has manifested itself this time?
Oh, Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't rocket science. Stumped, Dark Knight? I can see your brain flying through the possibilities.
I should focus on collecting the key to save Catwoman.
Come now, Dark Knight. Don't force me to eject you from the chamber. Very good, Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. That's two down, Detective. Do be careful of the death trap en route to the next one. Literally as capable as the digit-slapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. The next key awaits you.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Which cabinet, kitty cat?
Kitty cat.
Batman. It's not that hard. The stakes are just incredibly high.
Incredibly high.
Okay, time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh good, more fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Selena's waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
Talk! Don't make me crack your skull and look for the answers inside.
Now talk!
The right choice.
Selling weapons. We should get some.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Hey, don't shove. Move over, would you?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness You figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.